What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Panda here, and today we are covering Watcher of Realms yet again. And guys, we have some crazy good news. We got an update from the devs, which is super exciting. I'm really hyped to see some of the new stuff that they're bringing to the game, some of the changes that are potentially going to be being made, and I really just love how the devs are communicating with the players, both the content creators in the Discord, but also just with the players in general. I mean, I've only been playing the game for like 2 weeks, and I swear I've seen 4 or 5 different like updates already like being talked about, which is amazing, going from things like in-game events to, you know, the new GVG event, or I guess game mode that has just recently been kind of put into a beta phase, on the live servers. I mean, tons of awesome stuff. And today they released a couple new things, including Your Voice Matters and update preview. In case you guys don't know, you guys can access this in game by clicking these 3 bars and clicking notice. It'll bring you right here. You're able to see anything new that gets posted. But I know not everyone likes to read, so maybe you have this pulled up while you're driving or while you're playing Watcher in the background, and you just want to have some background noise about the game. Let me give it to you. So guys, we have a new patch preview that's here. We got the GVG 2.0 is available soon. New feature heroes visits. This is all stuff that has kind of been talked about. I believe this is a couple days old, but they're talking about things like bond skills being added, expanding more lore, and some great changes that are being made. I definitely recommend going through and reading this, but what I really want to talk about is this page right here, Your Voice Matters. And I will say, I believe this is true. I've already seen a couple videos from various different people where they've gone over some of the kind of announcements that they've made of answering, the people's questions, and giving some insight about how things are done, how things are created, how they work through some things, and that's really awesome to see. I love it. But let's just dive right into this. We've got some really cool images here of some new bosses here. This cool looking book. And then we've got some brand new heroes, but not just heroes, a whole new faction. And I am really excited to see what this new faction is. I have not played on the test server, and I have not played on the Forerunner server, so I only know what is accessible in the live game like you guys do. And so I am really hyped to see what this is. They look great. I mean, this guy looks awesome. I love this like yellow thing behind his head. Looks like this guy has a yellow thing behind his head too, a little bit different. This staff is so cool. It looks kind of like a lantern. If you guys have played League of Legends, it reminds me of Jax. He's got a lantern that he uses as a staff. That's kind of what that reminds me of. Really cool looking though. We've got some great new upcoming heroes in development. This guy looks sick. I love that guy. Some kind of like demon looking guy. Maybe he's in the chaotic faction or the infernal faction. Could make sense. Maybe he's a part of the new faction. I don't know if it quite fits the theme here, but maybe. We'll see. This lady right here looks like she could fit the theme. Maybe she could too. Pretty interesting looking. All right, salute commanders. We extend our heartfelt gratitude for your unwavering support in WOR. With the utmost dedication to enhancing your gaming experience, we have been attentive to your feedback and suggestions. I will agree. We've compiled some answers to address recent inquiries. Hope they can help resolve your problems. We will continue to implement further improvements and place your gaming experience at the forefront. We love that. First thing right off the bat, I love this. Don't get me wrong. I love that they have an auto battle function in the game. I love that you can run 10, 15, 100 auto battles while you go do something else in your house, while you're at work, while you're at school, whatever it is you're doing, you can have it playing in your pocket. That's awesome. But now they're going to have a background auto fight feature, which means you can do other stuff in the game while running dungeons, which is awesome. We have taken note of your valuable feedback regarding fight optimizations. We are planning to introduce a background auto fight feature requested by many players, allowing you to make the most of your waiting time by engaging with other game features. I want to know if anything is going to be limited, right? Like, can I be farming Gear Raid 3 and doing Guild Boss, or would that be too much? Maybe it's limited to certain things. I'm kind of excited to see what that looks like. I know some games have made it so like you can only access certain features during auto fight modes, like just being able to, like it says here, sort, sell, and gear swap. I'm also curious if gear swapping characters that are currently auto battling will affect what's going on. I probably won't matter that much because Power of Dominance is really powerful. So if you do swap a piece of gear out, you might still be okay in what you're currently fighting. But it is kind of a curious question. I'd love to get a little more clarification on that going forward. But other than that, I love this. So it says our aim is to provide ample opportunities for gear with desirable attributes to reach their maximum potential. With this in mind, we are actively considering the optimization of attribute recast. So I think that this is in regards to being able to like re-roll your gear, like your stats on your gear. I'm kind of curious if we're able to change this stat or just re-roll the stat is what I'm kind of curious about. So like if I have a attack percent main right side piece that has crit rate, crit damage, flat attack, and HP, can I re-roll that HP to something like attack speed? Right? So I have like that perfect DPS piece of gear. Or does it just re-roll? So if I get like a really high crit rate roll, a really high crit damage roll, and then I get a really low attack bonus, right? Could I re-roll that attack bonus to try and get a higher percent? A little curious about the specifics of that as well, but super hype. In terms of guilds, we are diligently working on additional features to facilitate guild leaders in managing and developing their guilds. Among these features, we will introduce member notes, as well as refine the BP requirement for guild membership. These enhancements will empower guild leaders to further strengthen their guilds. Member notes, I think, are really cool. A lot of games have that kind of as a baseline, so I'm a little surprised it's not already in the game. But it's cool to see that it's coming. BP requirements, not quite sure what that means. I'm assuming it means you're allowed to like lock your guild to anyone under a certain BP. I'm not sure if that's already in the game. I'm not a guild leader, so I don't know. But sounds pretty interesting. Future features and modes sneak peek. We are well aware of your curiosity regarding upcoming features and modes. Therefore, we would like to provide a brief introduction to the planned content. The Immortal Codex is set to launch in December. Prepare to embark on an exhilarating journey through stages where you will confront formidable bosses. By dealing substantial damage to these mighty adversaries, you will earn abundant rewards. Remember, the higher your damage output, the more prominent your ranking and the greater your rewards. Each boss will feature unique mechanics requiring commanders to devise corresponding strategies to achieve maximum damage output. Interesting. So is this gonna be like maybe a kind of like guild boss, but more of like a world boss where everyone's able to hit, and based on what your percentage is, you're ranked by how much you deal to the boss? Is that maybe what it is, or is this gonna be a solo thing? It sounds like it's gonna be kind of like a competitive PvE game mode where you do damage and you are ranked amongst everyone else that did damage. So like if you do 1% damage, you're going to be ranked at the 99th, right, where you're towards the bottom. Or if you deal 50%, you might be, in that top 50% or whatever the case may be, right? Definitely interesting. I love PvE content. That's one of the things that I love so much about this game is it's not super PvP centric, because the PvP is basically auto, right? You can do a single match and then the rest of it runs on auto as long as you do things the right way, which I really, really enjoy. So PvE is my bread and butter. I love it. Super excited to see more PvE game modes coming to the game for sure. Furthermore, we have been diligently planning the introduction of new factions and heroes based on your feedback. Expect a wider range of factions and diverse hero designs in the future. And now we are excited to announce the upcoming launch of a brand new faction. This is what they said above, guys. Super exciting. They are a group of individuals who have forsaken their humanity in pursuit of powers beyond human capabilities. They have also become vessels for divine beings, serving as the opposing force to the Chaos Dominion. Awesome. So I feel like the Chaos Dominion is kind of like a light and dark classification like you have in a lot of other games. Like a lot of the times you have fire, wind, water, or fire, earth, water, or something like the basic attributes, and then you have like a light and a dark faction, right? And I feel like chaos fits in that dark faction, so maybe this is going to be like a light faction, which is really exciting. I love that. When it comes to the design of these new heroes, we will unveil a variety of types and appearances, including demigods, demons, and orcs. That's exciting. As a sneak peek for commanders, the images below showcase the new heroes and factions we are currently planning. Please note that the final version may vary. Wow, I want this guy. I don't even care if he's good. This looks amazing. I love this giant hammer. That is so cool. This reminds me of the orcs, or an orc warrior from World of Warcraft, or something like that. It looks sick. I love this. And this looks really cool too. It looks like it takes some inspiration maybe from Diablo. It looks very much kind of like a female Diablo, which is pretty interesting. Definitely cool. This whip looks really cool. Probably a damage dealer. This guy's probably a fighter or maybe a defender, but probably a fighter. It definitely fits that for sure. And here we go. Notably, we are preparing a collection of new skins for some heroes, including Abomination, Mary, Wrath, and more. Well, those are 3 characters that everybody basically has access to. You get Mary on day 3, you get Wrath on day 14, and you can get Abomination as soon as you confuse him. So definitely, I think, a good choice, right, for making characters. Like, for example, if you don't have Zealatu, then you have no reason to go for a Zealatu skin. So definitely love that they're choosing the heroes that everyone has access to, which is really good. The skin for Mari will be unveiled during the Christmas event, where commanders will have the opportunity to obtain it for free. Love this. I know there was a huge controversy between, the should we pay for the skin kind of thing, and I'm excited to see that they're giving them for free. That is a good thing. Moreover, you can acquire skins for other heroes through various means, such as participating in the newbie gathering and arena. Definitely exciting. These look pretty cool. Wrath over here getting some cool updates here. Looks kind of like a little Hellboy tattoo over here, which is pretty cool. Mari's just wearing less clothes, I guess. Some seashells. Looks pretty cool. Abomination is blue now. I'm sure they will look better in game. Of course, we're going to have more animations. I'd love to see if maybe there's some changes to the animations with the skins. That'd be pretty cool too. In addition to these exciting developments, we are actively working on new campaign chapters and guild bosses. Does that mean we're getting a Nightmare 5, or I guess maybe even something that's not just Nightmare anymore, maybe another difficulty above Nightmare with a new name? That would be kind of cool. Alongside numerous other engaging features. Stay tuned and anticipate what's to come. We remain committed to opening more channels both within the game and beyond to hear the voices of commanders and encourage greater involvement in hero design through a variety of events. Currently, the community is launching the fan art event where commanders are encouraged to participate enthusiastically. You can check out that. I think that's on the Discord. Really, really cool. And then, of course, they come in here and they just say, thank you so much for enjoying the game and for being awesome and a great community. I love this. Of course, part of it is them hyping us up. But I really love that they're including, some of these little things that, aren't crazy hard on them to do, right? The background autofight feature, that's not hard to do, but a lot of games don't have it, or they don't want to offer it because it means that people spend less time in their games actively playing. And so people think that they're going to spend less money, and it's a whole thing. But I love that they're adding this in. I love that they're already providing so many new things, so many new, even skins. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like skins, but it's exciting to see cool stuff, especially when it's free like this, right? A free skin, you can't complain about a free skin. Everybody's going to get the free skin. It also means that later on, when new players come in and they see your Mari or your Wrath or your Abomination with this cool skin, and they don't get it because they weren't around during the Christmas season of this year, that's really cool. I like that. It kind of gives you like a little bit of an extra status, right? Which is pretty cool. Kind of like the border from this event that's going on right now, right? The Halloween event. If you get that border, unless you played during that event and bought that border, no one else is going to have that, which is pretty exciting. But I love this. This is all some crazy good information. I love it. Hopefully one day I'll be able to get access to maybe the test server, or at least get information about these heroes a little bit early, and I can provide you guys with that information. That would be awesome. But yeah, guys, this is all really exciting news. I'm super excited about it. I hope you guys are too. Let me know down in the comments how you're feeling about it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you can see more content like this from me. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.